The play-in tournament, Magic Sixers, winner moving on to the big tournament to face Boston. Loser would have to face Charlotte in another play-in game, middle of the second quarter. Tyrese Maxey raised his three-point shooting percentage, 3 full points from last season. Philly in front by 4. And then Desmond Bane going to work. One of 4 dudes to play in all 82 games this season. He had 19 at the half. Under a minute to go in the second quarter, VJ Edgecombe. Dude won't turn 21 till July. Had sensational rookie season. Philly led by 4 at the break. Mid-third, Maxey. 11 of 25 from the field in this one. Philly led 71-62. Later, Paolo Banchero turns it over. Edgecombe the other way, and then a little extracurricular bodying Jalen Suggs into the padding. After the play, Kelly Oubre and Bane needed to be separated. Edgecombe was teed up on the play. Philly's a physical team. They brought the chip tonight. VJ had 19 and 11. Late third, Bane all the way. He was 10 of 16 from the field. Orlando down 5, headed to the fourth. But Maxey was a huge story. Top 5 in the NBA in scoring at better than 28 a game this season. Did not shoot it well, but played 42 minutes. Orlando had few answers. Less than a minute later, extending the lead to 8. Next Magic possession, Bane did everything in this one. He had a game-high 34, Magic down 5. But Maxey was the man. 4 minutes to go. To the left hand. Philly in front by 6, and it wasn't just offense from Maxey. Check out the defense here, sending Suggs back. Philly a big defensive stop. They made 12 three-pointers in this game. Who would have thought Andre Drummond would make 2 of them? The big guy delivers in a major way. Philly alive and well. The answer, loving it. Philly's moving on.
Make sure this is an all y'all shot, okay? Everybody make sure y'all keep these in your shot now, all right? It feels great, man. I ain't gonna lie. It doesn't matter how we get in there. I just wanted to get in. I promised some guys that we were gonna get in the playoffs. I promised Kyle before the season, called me in around May. I said, there's just no chance that I'm gonna let you not maybe in the playoffs next year. And then, we had a lot of guys on our team that haven't been to the playoffs. Dalen Terry came up to me before the game, said he's been to play-in like 3 times and haven't made it out. Barlow said that. Jabari, Trendon, Bona, Justin, all those guys haven't been to the playoffs. BJ, all those guys haven't been to the playoffs. So it was great.
I'm proud of them for kind of continuing to pick themselves up and keep playing, right? And this was another example tonight with some stakes and some pressure. But I think, again, we played extremely hard. I thought we made a lot of winning plays. And of course, to get in the playoffs, it's kind of go back to the opening press conference of the year. I said we got a really, really big hole to dig out of, and we want to get in the tournament somehow. Wasn't pretty. Wasn't easy and wasn't pretty, but we're here now, and now we got to see what we can do with it.
Wasn't pretty, wasn't easy, but they're here. Back in the playoffs, they'll take on a familiar foe in the Celtics. It'll be the 23rd time they'll meet up in the postseason, 8 more than any other matchup. Boston's won the last 6 series, most recently a 7-gamer in 2023.
Senior NBA writer Brian Windhorst joins us now. Windy, last time these two teams played each other on November 25th, the 76ers lost by 41 points. Now, despite the absence of Joel Embiid tonight, Philly comes out on top as 12-point victors. What proved to be the difference in this one?
Well, Tyrese Maxey came out understanding that they had been given a great opportunity. The Magic lose on the last day of the season, a shocking loss up in Boston. That allowed Philly to have this game at home. And you could tell Maxey understood the huge opportunity was there and was aggressive right from the start. It was not his best game. It was actually not a good shooting game for almost anybody out on the court tonight, but he had lots of aggression going to the basket, particularly down the stretch of the game, really wanting to carry the team on his back. I also thought VJ Edgecombe in his first postseason game of any sort showed no fear, went to the basket, was able to get some rebounds as well. The guard play had to carry the Sixers tonight. That's exactly what happened.
Sixers moving on will face the Celtics. Brian Windhorst, thanks so much for the insight. We've got Andre Drummond, the Rainmaker himself, joining SportsCenter in just a bit to talk about that big shot and his early thoughts on facing the Celtics. To the association, the 76ers Wednesday night defeating the Magic to advance, move on to face the Celtics. But we got to take a look at how it happened because things get a little heated in this one as both teams are trying to fight for that 7th seed in the East. Early in the first quarter, to keep your eye on Kelly Oubre, he gets the screen. Franz Wagner drops offensive foul on Oubre here. He and Paolo Banchero after the play. Take another look. Oubre setting the tone early. Things getting very chippy in the Illadelph. Round 2, ring the bell halfway through the third. Sixers up 71-62. Banchero turns it over. VJ Edgecombe takes it all the way for the finish over Jalen Suggs. Edgecombe and Suggs bumping bodies after the finish. Both teams have to be separated after the basket. Emotions high in this one. Round 3, fourth quarter action. Tyrese Maxey comes off the screen, knocks down the tray. A couple plays later, Maxey goes downhill, finishes the floater. Sixers up 8. A few minutes later now, Philly still with the lead. Maxey drives to the basket, finishes the tough layup, throwing a bunch of jabs. 31 points in this one. But Andre Drummond came with the knockout. Under a minute left in the game. Drummond, corner 3, bucket. Drummond with the knockout punch, TKO. He's fired up. Allen Iverson also loving it. Sixers win this one, 109-97, clinch the 7 seed. And, you know, the Sixers now move on to face the Celtics. Lucky for them, they have Tyrese Maxey. Of 130 guys that played 3 or more games against Boston this season, his 30 points per game were the most by any player.
Sixers veteran big man Andre Drummond joins us now. Andre, 31 minutes tonight. Not a season high, but it's been a minute since you've seen those kind of minutes. What were your personal expectations coming into this game tonight?
Just being ready. Just a guy who has experience in the play-in and been in the playoffs before. I knew my number would be called at some point, so stay ready and did what I was supposed to do when I went out there.
You stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And with Joel Embiid out in this one, you were asked to do a bit more, it seems. We got to talk about that huge 3 that proved to be a dagger. First of all, when that pass was coming your way, did you know what you were going to put up? I mean, your 14th season in this league, you're opening a new bag of tricks with those 3s this season.
I mean, I've worked on it. I've worked on it for a very long time. And to have a coach that believes in the shot and knows that I can knock it down is second nature at this point. So I think I've built the confidence from game 1 to being in the biggest moment right now.
Andre, how do you view your role when Joel is not available?
Again, as I said earlier, just staying ready, being prepared at all times, being a true professional, knowing that he will be in and out at some point, and maximizing my time once I'm out there.
A lot on the table, obviously, in this game, play-in game, trying to make it to the postseason. But also, when you've got a guy like Allen Iverson at the game, is that a little bit of extra motivation to have one of the greatest 76ers in the team's history right there?
Yeah, he's at a lot of the games. AI is at a lot of the games. His energy is always felt. The arena still loves him to this day. He gets a very loud standing ovation when they call his name out. So having him there in the stands, cheering us on and being excited for our success, it means the world to all of us.
Andre, year 14 for you, and you talked about playoff experience, but there hasn't been a ton. 17 career playoff games for you. What's it like embracing this opportunity now to take on Boston?
I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to the challenge, knowing that they're a great team. We've played them well this year. We have everybody healthy now, obviously besides Joel, but the rest of our team is healthy. I think we have a good chance of doing something special and making a great situation out of this playoff series.
Well, you mentioned how you played them this year. Obviously, that familiarity is there. How do you use that to your benefit, and what are you focusing on when you prepare for this matchup?
Can't tell you that. Got to save that for Sunday.
Had to ask.
Hey, Andre, phenomenal game tonight in 31 minutes of action, and the Sixers are moving on to get the Celtics. Andre Drummond, thanks so much for the time tonight.
Thanks, guys.
All right, still to come. We're 3 days away from WrestleMania 42. When we come back, the great